Oh, well, that's hot. Really, Jamie? Get your life together. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm trying to be slick so I could show you the hot guy. Hold on. Good morning, good morning. He's working in my neighbor's house. I just saw him pull up. Probably I'm not going to be able to see him. It's annoying. Anyway, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. It's Friday. Today is homecoming for my kids. That's very exciting. It is very fall-like out in Alabama right now. It is 59 or 60 degrees. So I have a Manasquan season badge sweatshirt on that was made for me as a gift, and I love it. And I want to just tell everybody to be reminded that if you find yourself going out and suddenly you are sneezy and something's in the back of your throat, be cautious. Absolutely could be a cold, could be a head cold, could be COVID, obviously. But if you take good precautions and you're vaccinated and all of those things, most likely what you're dealing with is seasonal allergies. By the way, how fucking hot am I this morning? Honestly, you guys have never wanted to look like me more than you do right now. I have fall seasonal allergies. My eyes are itchy. I can't stop sneezing. My throat is raspy in the back. And this is me with fall seasonal allergies. And the truth is, a lot of people don't know. They assume that seasonal allergies are only in the spring. Mine are worse in the fall. I don't know what is blooming or coming or what is happening, but fall seasonal allergies are a thing, okay? And I have them, and I have for my adult life. I did not as a child. So there's that. Secondly, I wanted to tell you that, honestly, guys, I know this goes without saying, but I fucking hate cancer. Like, I hate cancer, and I know that it's not good to hate, but I do. I hate it. And I just want to tell you guys something. So I grew up in a development in New Jersey called Sleepy Hollow. And Sleepy Hollow is in Monmouth County. It's in Freehold Township. And that's the name of my neighborhood. And in my neighborhood, we had, like every neighborhood, a group of kids. The kids that all grew up in the neighborhood, that everybody knew. We went to school together. We rode bikes. We went to the pits. We went to parties. We trick-or-treated together. You know, that was the cool part about growing up in a neighborhood like I did. You know, the lights, everybody's doors were open, and everybody went to everybody's house, and, you know, pools and sheds, lots of sheds and forts and tree houses where I grew up. So fun. And I had the most wonderful neighbors on so if you were standing in front of my house on the porch to my right, my left neighbors were a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. But, so anyway, my neighbors to my right were so lovely. They were a great couple, and they had 2 kids, and we all like grew up together. You know, we were all in school together, and when you grow up with people, there is something magical about running into them or the way that you love them. You don't maybe necessarily keep in touch all the time, but you have a certain affection for them because there is so much of your life's foundation, if you had a mostly positive childhood, wrapped up in that development. So when you run into someone from your development, or you run into someone from your neighborhood, it's such a good, oh my God, how are your parents? How is everybody? Sometimes if you're like me, you still ask about their dog and they're like, that dog died 20 years ago. And you're like, oh my God, it's been, right, absolutely. It's been that long. I will forever ask Corey Elberger about Tippy, and Tippy died, I'm sure, 20 years ago. But my point is that there is a certain affection you have for the people that you grew up with. And if you're actually friends with people that you grew up with in your neighborhood, I would love for you to tag them here just to celebrate them. And maybe you don't talk to them all the time, and maybe you're just friends on Facebook because that's cool. But, again, there's something special about the kid you grew up with anyway. So I don't know if you guys remember, but when I was at the beach this summer, I did a girls' day at the beach house where I invited, 20, 25 girls to my house outside, and we all sat around and told stories and caught up about high school and middle school and growing up, and it was so wonderful. And there was a neighbor that like I said, who lived to my right, and we talked about how cute he was. Oh my, was he cute. He used to smile. He would smile and his eyes would squint because he smiled so big, and he always had this gorgeous tan skin. He always looked like he stepped off an island, and I never understood where he got that color skin from because he kind of looked Egyptian or something, and he definitely wasn't. But anyway, he just was gorgeous. He had dark, shaggy hair, and I loved the way he stood. Did you ever see a man, a guy with a really sexy, stand? Just the way they stand is very manly. I can't explain it. But I just loved him. And maybe I loved him because he was older and I was the little girl, or maybe I loved him because he was that cute, or maybe I loved him because he always was let her hang out, who cares? I don't know. He was my neighbor, and I just loved him. So we were talking about him at the girls' thing, and we were telling stories about how cute he was, and my friend Robin was there, and, she was really good friends with him, great friends with him. And I wasn't necessarily, friends with him as we got older because he was 5 years older than me. So when you're not in high school with someone, he was still my neighbor, but he was older and cool, and I was, in 8th grade when he was graduating high school. Oh, the sprinklers are on, so I shall turn around. So anyway, last night, while I was at dinner with Michael, Robin reached out to me, and I called her, and she told me that my sweet neighbor had died. What? 49 years old. What are you talking about? And she told me that he had passed away from lung cancer, which is the same thing my father died from. And, was a father, young children. 49 is half a life, guys. 49 is, my dad died when he was 53, and that was brutal. And I just cried at the table, and Michael was drunk, and he was oh, not drunk, but buzzed and happy, and was oh God, what do I do? And I was just honestly, fuck cancer. I'm so sick of cancer. Every time we turn around, someone has cancer. Enough with the cancer. Honestly, can we get a little reprieve from the cancer? Lord, while we're dealing with COVID, can we get our shit together here with the COVID? And can you pause cancer for a fucking minute, or no? We just gotta keep plowing through all of it. Like, it's exhausting. And I'm sad, and I think I'm a little triggered. Certainly because lung cancer is very triggering for me. But 49, guys. 49? Come on. A kid from my neighborhood, 49 years old. Half a life. That's half a life. So, today I am dedicating this coffee talk to the kids from my neighborhood. To the kids from Sleepy Hollow in Freehold Township who used to ride bikes in the pits and walk through Stonehurst and ride bikes to Marshall W. Erickson School or Freehold Township High School, who spent time at Jersey Freeze and the Jersey Shore. I just really want everybody in Sleepy Hollow to know, and I'm talking about everybody from Sleepy Hollow, the DeCursos, the Baders, the Gleasons, the Drogarises, the Carusos, the Millivoys, the Profanises, the Tobins, the Vazes, the Begleys, the Elbergers, the Quigleys, the Sanzones, the Whitehouses, the Denonos, God, the Hordas, can't remember who else, McAndrews, Fishbines, gosh, who else grew up in Sleepy Hollow? I guess technically the Woodsides, the Clarks, the McGinleys, the Cannons, the Hirsches. Gosh, that's a lot of us. If you grew up in Sleepy Hollow, oh, the Trotters. The Borgesons, I think. Might be making that one up. But I'm just sending you so much love, and I know that everybody will hear this news over the next day or two and be heartbroken. And I just want to say that I'm so sorry for our loss, because he was such a light, and like, I don't know, it's just such bullshit, and I hate cancer. And to anyone who's fighting cancer, we love you. We are lifting you up. We hate it just as much. Okay, maybe not just as much, but right behind you as much. And to anyone who loves someone fighting cancer, oh God, it's so fucking hard. And I wanted to show you guys the hot guy, but he's not outside, and if I linger outside my neighbor's house, I look a little stalkerish, so. But he's so hot, holy crap. Anyway, I love you guys very much, and lift up the kids from your neighborhood today. Who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? Who are the people in your neighborhood? The people that you meet each day. I love you guys. Have a great, great day.